Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. Isis, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Recently, Ayesha Curry, the wife of NBA superstar Stephen Curry, made a statement when she appeared on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk, stating that she felt doubts about herself because she wasn't getting male attention from men who were not her husband. And she made this statement because she thought about all of the women who were paying attention to your Stephen Curry, but men were not paying attention to her. Now, I found this statement to be quite troubling because your Ayesha Curry is supposed to be a follower of the living God like I am. And as someone who follows the living God, you would think that this woman's main focus would be her husband, because if she were following her Bible, she would see in the New Testament, in the Corinthians, it clearly states that when men and women marry, their primary focus usually is their husband and their wife. And usually the wife wants to focus on the husband because she wants to follow her husband's lead, and she wants to be able to be a helpmeet and a support to that man. So instead of her sitting there looking for the attention of other men, you would think she would be more focused on primarily paying attention to the needs of her husband and the needs of her 3 children. That's where her focus should be. But it seems like your Ayesha Curry seems to be backsliding, because when she makes a statement saying that she wants the attention of other men, that shows that she is starting to stray in her faith, and her sin nature is starting to take over. Because when it comes down to most women who are in the world, they are hypergamous. And because they are hypergamous, they are looking at other men to get their attention. And what they're looking for that attention from those other men is so that they can find a way to monkey branch to those other men in order to get access to their resources and find a way to get their needs met by that other man. And unfortunately, when a woman does go back into the world and backslides, like your Ayesha Curry is looking like she's trying to do, what happens is she winds up on a really bad road. Because when you take a critical look at your Stephen Curry, he is doing what a man who follows God is supposed to do. He is taking care of his family, he is meeting his family's needs, and he looks like he's providing for his family as a leader, protector, and a provider. Unfortunately, because your Ayesha Curry is caught up in her female sin nature, she cannot appreciate the things that this man who is doing, the man that God has provided for her, a man who has provided her with the very best in terms of life. Because your Stephen Curry has given this woman a very lavish lifestyle. He has provided for her every need. I mean, he's the most highest paid player in the NBA. So she has been blessed tremendously by God to be the wife of this man. And when she makes a statement like she did on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk, what she has done is she has not only disrespected her man, she has also disrespected the order of God. Because as she makes this statement talking about how she wants the attention of other men, what she does is she violates the 10th commandment and the first commandment of the living God by sitting there and coveting some other man's attention. And that's the sin your Ayesha Curry has violated with the living God. She's sitting there coveting the attention of other men and coveting these men paying attention to her. That's something that violates, again, the 10th commandment, which says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, or whatever version of the Bible you read, thou shalt not covet. And it also violates the commandment that Jesus made regarding love your neighbor as yourself, and violates the first commandment Jesus has made with loving the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind and spirit. Because a person who loves the Lord with all their heart, soul, and spirit, they're not going to want to violate that 10th commandment by coveting some attention from another man, nor are they going to try to tempt the living God by looking at other men and possibly violating another commandment, which is committing adultery. Because when you covet the attention of other men, it leads you down a road to committing other sins, like going out here and committing adultery, because that's what hypergamous women do. Hypergamous women, because they are out here coveting the attention of other men and the approval of other men, this is what leads them down a road to sin, and it leads to them going out here and committing adultery. So I believe that your Ayesha Curry really needs to go back to her Bible and really take a look at the sins she's committed, and she really needs to take a look at her behavior, because clearly she is starting to step out of the order of the living God, and she's starting to give into this sin nature of hers. And if she's giving into this sin nature of hers, she is going to head down a really bad road. Because if you are a follower of Christ, if you are a follower of the living God, and you want to be a part of the living God and his order, again, this woman would be showing respect to her husband and understanding why men are not paying attention to her. Now, those men are not paying attention to her because when it comes down to men, we have an unwritten social code that we follow. And that unwritten social code is this: we show respect to another man by not looking at his woman. And the reason why we do that is because, again, we are following the commandments of the living God in loving our neighbor as ourselves, and doing unto others as we would do unto us. That's what a man is doing when he does not pay attention to another man's wife, because he wants that same respect given to him in the same situation. Because when it comes down to a man in a social situation where the wife is extremely attractive, what that man is going to do is he has a completely different protocol for engaging that woman. So he will, yes, he may take a look at that woman, but he's not going to look at her in the same way he is going to look at a woman who is emotionally and sexually available and offering herself as single and ready and available for a relationship. Because the protocol a man has for engaging a wife is this: a man who sees a woman as married, he is going to put distance between himself, because again, he wants to show respect to that other man, and he wants to show respect for that man's relationship, because he wants that same respect shown to him when he has a woman or a wife out here. And he wants that respect because he does not want other men stepping to his wife and trying to make propositions to her. So he doesn't want to make propositions to her, nor does he want his body language to show that he is expressing any sort of interest. So when you have a man outside and he sees a married woman, yes, he may take a look, but it will be a distant look. And usually after he takes that look, he understands that that woman is not available, and he's going to engage her differently. Because whenever a woman lets a man know that she is not available, she will do it almost immediately. Because I have been on social media and I've been interacting with women for years, and when a woman is happily married, the first thing that woman is going to tell you is about her husband, because that shows that that other man, look, I'm not available, but I like talking to you about this topic, but I am not available. I have a husband, I love my husband, and I love him so much that I'm going to let you know where the boundary is. So that's why men are not checking for married women, because whenever a man hears that a woman is married from either the man himself, when he says, "This is my wife," he is going to engage differently. And if you will see it in his body language. The man will not step close to a woman. He will put distance between himself, because he knows that if he steps in her personal space, that is disrespect to that man, and it's disrespect to his relationship. So that man is not going to engage by standing close to that woman. He is going to put distance between himself, at least a foot or two away from her, to let her know and let her man know that he has respect for her. And when he speaks to her, he will speak to her in a way where he will always direct every part of the conversation towards the husband. So he will always ask if things are clear with the husband, because that again is showing respect for the relationship. So when a man is out here and he is engaging a woman who is in a relationship or married, he understands that because this woman is not available to him, he cannot engage her in the same way he engages a woman who is single. So oftentimes he will not touch that woman, or if he has to touch that woman, again, he will not put his hands directly on parts of her body that, like her face or things like that, because those type of touches and gestures show a personal and more intimate connection. So he's not going to engage like that. He will engage with his hands, but he will only engage if she makes a gesture towards him. And if she makes a gesture towards his face or parts of his body, again, he is going to push back and say, no, I can't do that, because I have to respect the boundary established of their relationship. So when Ayesha Curry, she clearly does not understand the protocols men have for engaging married women. She does not understand how we interact with married women and relationships. And it showed in that statement she made, where she says she feels uncomfortable again about not getting male attention, because any woman who has a father in her life and any woman who has a man in her life to explain these unwritten social rules, that woman understands why she is not getting male attention, and she appreciates why she is not getting male attention, because she understands that the reason why she is not getting that male attention is because those men are showing her respect, and those men are showing that they value her as a woman. But your Ayesha Curry, because it seems like she is extremely insecure, she's sitting there looking for attention from other men and looking like she's getting ready to backslide, because when a woman makes a statement like that, what she's getting ready to do is go out of the order of the living God and start heading down the road to sin, setting down the road to spiritual compromise, and possibly setting down the road to an affair. And this is something that your Stephen Curry really needs to get a check on, because when your woman makes a statement like this, she is showing you that she does not respect you as a man, she does not respect your authority as a man, and she does not respect her place in God's natural order and the vows she took to be a part of God's natural order in a marriage with you. Because that's something, when a woman makes a statement like that, you need to step in as a man and check and let that woman know that when you took vows to be my wife, you said you were going to commit to me as a wife, and as my wife, you need to show me the same respect I would show you. And I would show you respect by, if I do, yes, look at those women, I am going to look, but I'm going to show you the same respect by not paying those women any attention in the way I would pay attention to you. And that's how I show you respect as a wife. And this is something that he needs to get a hold of, because when your woman is out here making statements like that, it again is disrespectful to you as a man. And when a woman makes statements like that, and she continues to persist in making statements like that, then it's time to let that woman know that if she wants the attention of those other men, then she needs to leave and go be with those other men. That's what a man is going to tell a woman, because as the man who is providing for her, giving her resources, and giving her the lifestyle that has made her comfortable, it is a complete slap in the face to that man to go there and talk about how you want the attention of other men. So when I see a woman making a statement like that, and I had one who did that to me way back in high school, and I left her to that other man, because if I can't do anything for you, like that girl had told me many years ago, then I will not sit there and let you disrespect me and tell me that you want some other guy, because if you want that other guy, you can go be with that other guy. And when she's talking about how she wants the attention of another man, that's when Stephen Curry needs to come in and tell her, look, if you are married to me, you are going to pay attention to me, and I need to be first in your life. And if you want the attention of another man, then you need to go get out there and go be with another man. If you'd like to learn more about the dysfunctional behaviors of many of these troubled black women out here, you can pick up my ebook, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. In that book, I go in depth discussing many of the reasons why black women are single and why black women have a hard time keeping a decent man like a Stephen Curry. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Esteemed Goddess of. Hell's aspiring angel takes on a demonic dominatrix in this action-packed all-new Esteemed series adventure. Get Esteemed Goddess of in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.